Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 news update in regards to the Scarif update that is now confirmed to be coming tomorrow. I'm going to get straight into all the details, so make sure to leave a like down below and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Now we're going to go over everything that is in the update. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because it is 2 AM where I am currently and I'm trying not to wake anyone up, but we have a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm just going to jump straight in. The first thing we need to go over is that Supremacy Planets for the Age of Rebellion is spearheaded by the return of Scarif, a planet we know you're incredibly excited to venture back to. Joining Scarif will also be a series of iconic Age of Rebellion locations: Hoth, Death Star 2, Tatooine, and Yavin 4. Scarif also has been added as a new playable map on co-op missions, Supremacy as mentioned, instant action, heroes vs villains, and hero showdown. So I think it's really cool that they've added it to a ton of game modes. I'm a little bit disappointed it's not being added to Galactic Assault, but we still have it for HVV, so that's a nice addition as well. Heroes vs Villains will also be receiving a new planet in April as the battle between dark and light reaches the salty mineral planet of Crait. The combat area will be focused inside the main hangar with the blast doors open, letting in the sunset outside. So it looks like it's going to be in the second phase with the sun setting in the distance, which sounds like a really cool setting. Moving on though, we're getting a couple of trooper skins, which is very exciting. So within this update, they are pleased to confirm that troopers will have new appearances based on the Shore Trooper setup. Members of the Empire will have their Shore Trooper appearances, while the Rebellion will have access to their Pathfinder variants. So I'm assuming it's just like the ones with those flappy hats on the side. That's going to be the appearance for the light side. So I'm super pumped for Shore Troopers. I'm glad we actually got the skin in the game at the end, which is really exciting. We also get 4 new hero skins, the first one being for Darth Maul based on his Star Wars Rebels appearance, complete with robotic legs and updated lightsaber. If you guys have seen the series, he does have a different lightsaber, which is actually really cool. I'm super excited to get my hands on this skin because I personally have wanted a Darth Maul skin forever. The next skin is going to belong to Emperor Palpatine, and it will be focused on his red robes as his appearance was in the Rise of Skywalker. And on top of that, we're also getting Rey with her hood down with her yellow lightsaber, so that's going to be a good one. I'm assuming there's going to be a version with the hood up as well, but I'm not 100% sure. That would be really cool to see too. They've also added another skin for Kylo Ren, which is going to be a hooded version of his current skin. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a nice addition. On top of this, some smaller changes. They've made some tweaks to the damage increase messaging. They've also changed the explosion damage reduction and completely redesigned how it works. So they're removing the 2 cases in the game that would give explosive damage reduction, which is done to ensure that the damage increase decrease messaging is robust in all cases. The Bodyguard star card keeps its name but has a new description to reflect the design, and it now says when at critical health below 30%, you gain X percentage overall damage reduction. So basically it's done this to make the Bodyguard star card more viable and more people wanting to actually use it. Now there are a whole bunch of other things in here, and I will leave it linked down below if you want to read the whole community transmission, but I just wanted to go over some of the hero changes and then we'll wrap up this video. So the first one is for BB-8 and BB-9E. They've fixed an issue where BB-8's twist milestone is not tracking score accurately, and they've also fixed an issue where BB-9E's charge up ability would not lead to reduction of cooldown times on allies. For Leia, they fixed an issue where her thermal detonators ability could go into cooldown prematurely before all detonators are thrown. This is a huge one for me since the detonators have come out. I haven't gotten them to work at all. They usually go 1 or 2 out and then it goes into cooldown, so I'm glad they've fixed this. They've also updated her hero description to mention the thermal detonators instead of the flash grenades, and they fixed an issue where the shield would not heal when outside the player's line of sight. For Chewbacca, they fixed an issue where he could do melee attacks in midair after activating Charge Slam. The Charge Slam ability will be less likely to be triggered when Chewbacca falls from small heights, and they fixed an issue where his goggle lenses in the Vandor heist appearance would not be visible in the collection screen. On top of that, they fixed the problem where Chewie's Charge Slam animation would be interrupted when jumping over an uneven surface during the ability's duration. For Boba Fett, they fixed an issue where Boba could disable the blaster weapon of targets that aren't concussed when shooting behind them. So without even using the concussion rocket, he was actually disabling blasters, which is pretty OP. For Rey, they fixed a visual issue where her mouth would not move during her emotes or voice lines. For Captain Phasma, they improved the animation of her staff strikes, which I'm interested to see on how that works. Obi-Wan's got improved audio effects for his restrictive mind trick ability. Lando, they fixed an issue where his weapon would heat up even when shooting during the Super Success minigame. For Bosk, they improved VFX to better show the range of Bosk's proximity mines on various terrains. And for Kylo Ren, they fixed an issue where his freeze while applying player is performing a roll or dash would invert the direction of the movement upon the player being able to move again. They've also fixed a clipping issue on his Power of Darkness victory pose. And lastly, General Grievous has a couple of changes where they fixed the issue that would cause his abilities to be interrupted by other abilities and melee attacks of other players, and they fixed an issue that would allow the player to trigger the Unrelenting Advance ability twice, causing Grievous to repeat the animation endlessly. So an absolute ton of hero changes there as well. Like I said, I'll leave the CT link down below if you guys want to read through the whole thing, because there are some other game mode changes and smaller different changes that they're adding into the update as well, so you guys can check that out if you want to read all of that. Now, one last thing worth mentioning, guys, is that it does look like the Battlefront 2 will be getting the Scarif update as its potentially last update. As you guys already knew, community manager Ben Walk has moved on from the game, and the design director Dennis Bramble has come out after this community transmission saying that he will also be moving on from EA Star Wars. So it sounds like this could be potentially the last update for Battlefront 2, and we may not see online support after the Scarif update. It's really disappointing. It's been a wild ride and we've had a lot of fun, but if it does choose to end now, I am really excited with where the future could potentially go with other Star Wars games. The comeback that Battlefront 2 has made has been incredible, and I think a lot of people have noticed that, and they have a lot of support for games going forward if we do get any. But I just thought that was worth mentioning. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments section below, and I will see you guys all later on. I appreciate all of you tuning in today. I will be streaming the update tomorrow as soon as it comes out, so if you guys want to tune into that, be sure to turn on the notifications by hitting the little bell next to the subscribe button. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I will see you in the next one, and may the force be with you always.